Alright, today we're going to go over a couple of strikes that we've been teaching our students lately. Uh, just keep in mind that we're not worried about technique so much as we are concepts and principles. So don't necessarily, we're going to be working on a figure eight, upper figure eight. It doesn't have to be this. It's more just the concept of the body mechanics. Okay? So keeping that in mind, we're going to go on and I will show you what I'm talking about more specifically. Alright. Okay, so next we're just going to show a couple of combinations that we're using just to emphasize principles or ideas. The technique doesn't necessarily matter so much to us as more as the concept. So what we've been doing lately is working off of an upper figure eight. For us, this would be an angle 8, this would be an angle 9. I don't care what angle you call it. It's just an upper figure 8. Right? So we start off with the guys doing this. Right? It's just a classic way of just doing strikes here. Okay? So if we wanted to, we would add what we usually call an angle 10, which is basically a straight down strike. So we're going 8, 9, and then 10. Now if we wanted to, we throw 10 and maybe with a dagger or something. I don't care if they step or not, but the idea of the 10 bringing this in, right? So again, it would be 8, 9, 10. Boom. And then we would retract and throw an upward thrust. Okay? So that's the beginning of it. Thank you. So. Alright, so we were working on the 8 and the 9, basically. We throw in what we call 10, and then throwing an overhand knife. It's just a concept. We can easily take the same concept and work with a downward figure. Right? So for us, really, we're not really so much teaching a technique or a combination of techniques, but a concept. Right? And I'll go in a little bit deeper about that. Okay, so once again, just if you observe the body mechanics of this is how we're building power. Boom. Cutting in, cutting in, cutting in. The other thing you'll notice, and this is why it's just concept, because for us, I'm probably not going to be carrying a stick in real life. I usually don't. I carry some other stuff, but usually not the stick. But yeah, I want to show you guys one other thing. Chances are, probably at the time, if I'm not really aware and I don't know what's happening, I could be empty-handed. Here's the thing. So I'm going to go with the same movements, but without the stick, right? Now, if there's any of you that box, does this remind you of anything? It's just like weaving. But now, I'm going to take the same movement, the 8 and 9, boom, boom. And what it's also doing is, on this move here, it's taking my head offline. Over here, it's taking my head offline. As if I want to throw any punch. Punching and moving offline. Punching and moving offline. So that's why I'm talking about concepts. It's so much not a technique, because it's the same thing. And it doesn't have to be just straight punches. It could be uppercuts. It could be overhands. Boom. It could be elbows, right? So it's just a concept for us. What I'll try to do is show off a little bit of little more practical application of what that might or could be in a real situation. And that'll be coming up next. Okay, so again, we were talking concepts. Well, we're using, because we're showing entire body mechanics as opposed to just a technique. So we could do R8 and 9, just do that. But there's no power in it. We'd actually have to move a little bit, right? Depending on how big or heavy the weapon was, we might have to make these big movements. In real life, well, we're not using a big weapon, or we're just on the street, the movements might be this, just a weave, right? So now we're going to go on to show you exactly what we're talking about as far as using the techniques, not so much the using the concepts, it's not so much the techniques. So my lovely assistant Kato, Jeremy. Okay, so we're here. So if Jeremy was going to throw the front, his lead hand, boom, this here, getting me out of the way. This on the other hand, boom. Same mechanics as the 8 and 9, it's moving you offline. Again, front hand, boom, I could be punching with this hand, or doing whatever, or blocking just to make sure, which sets me up for my next shot. Or if he's throwing the rear hand, boom, again I could be punching, boom, or I could be coming out to the outside like this. Okay? So, off of that, he throws the rear punch, boom, there's maybe a punch here, right? Boom. If he throws the other punch, I can come in here also, I can't come in the other. Or if once I'm here, for the lead back hand, boom, punch here, boom. I can continue on with that upward figure 8 movement. As he throws that, boom, that stops it. Which sets him up for whack, that. Or if I'm straight with that, and he comes in, I can still jam it. We're gonna go with the other, would be an angle 9. Boom, come in here, either punch or jam it. And then I'm gonna come back with the other side of the angle 8, and I'm gonna come forward with this hand. While coming back, full body mechanics. Boom. Right? So that's beginning maybe a takedown or a break. Okay? So again, it's not just, we're not into teaching techniques per se, but for the sake of this discussion, those are a couple of combinations that I might teach just to show concepts of body mechanics and to develop power. That's it. Thank you.